I voted for Reform UK in this election.
Well, why did you vote Reform?
I voted Reform because they have a vision.
Here's a rather level-headed sounding young man regurgitating Reform talking points after the election, but at least he seems to have memorised more than 3 talking points. There's no escaping that Reform has massive appeal to young men who probably have surveyed the landscape and are aware that it is no longer a man's world. It's not a woman's world either. It's an oligarch world, run for and by the mega rich. Men's jobs are disappearing. Factory work and office work are either being automated or production sent overseas. So what prospects are available? Deliveroo on a 0-hour contract?
They have bold policies to tackle immigration. They said they'll leave the ECHR, which is boldness. They'll stop. That's a way to stop the votes.
No, it's not, and the fallout would be terrible for the UK. But carry on.
They're going to be, a bit more relaxed on taxation. That pay as you earn going up from £12,575 up to £20,000. So that will incentivise people to go out and work.
And that would mean that there'd be even less money to go into the public purse. Goodbye, NHS. Sorry, carry on.
They'll be tough on education as well. I'm a student. I've just left college, and I've seen some of the wokeness in our school. It's appalling, really.
Yeah, stop the wokeness. Stop people saying how they feel from expressing themselves. Hang on. Isn't that banning free speech?
Well, Keir Starmer seems to think that if he changes the voting age to 16 upwards, that he may, I suspect the reason he's doing it is because young people will vote more likely to vote Labour. In your view, is that...
I don't think that's the case, no. I think a lot of people, you look on social media now, Reform UK have the biggest viewership on social media than every other party.
So yes, young men probably want to feel like they have power, that they've got agency, that they can do something meaningful. The system appears to be broken, a world where nobody listens, where politicians work for big business, and we, the little people, don't count. Farage and Reform promise change, agitation, but in reality they are more of the same, working on behalf of the millionaires and billionaires, the belief that Trickle Down Economics is best for all. Men have lost their status, their pride. Young men feel vilified seeing their gender branded toxic. They are angry and want to show that they count, that they are worthwhile. But is owning the woke brigade really worth voting for more of the same bullshit ideology that have robbed men of any worth?
Nigel Farage has got a basis for young people. People are rallying to Nigel Farage, young people especially like myself, because they believe in his vision. Let's be frank here, Keir Starmer did not win this election, the Tories lost it. Keir Starmer's approval ratings -19. Tony Blair's was +20. That just shows the leadership and how people are just so disenfranchised with the two parties. And I think this really sets up a good ground for Reform UK to build on in the next election.
Click here for why men are so angry.